All right, so I want to talk about an app that I think is pretty useful for your phone, and then also at the same time talk about submitting assignments. So, one app that I think is pretty awesome, and since we're already in Office 365 uh, school district or whatever, is the Microsoft Office Lens app. Okay, so it's right here, Office Lens. So you need to log in with your school credentials. So I'm going to add my son's account. Okay. So you just sign in with your email. Okay, and then you just put in your its password and then you'll be in. Okay. So the reason why I'm showing you this Microsoft Lens app is because if you look at the bottom here, there's whiteboard, document, business card, photo. Okay. So we're going to scan some documents in here. Okay. So this is especially good for multiple pages. So if you're handwriting your assignments out, just kind of get that orange box, click it. It'll kind of process it into a nice document. You can even you can crop it out. Okay. So it'll make it a nice picture, right? Now instead of pressing done, if it's a multiple page document, press add new, and that's going to add a page to this document. Okay, so I'm going to take the second page. And then I'm going to add new because there's a third page. Okay, now once I have all my pages, then I'm going to press done. Okay, now you can do a couple things. The best option, especially for multiple page, is you can save it directly to your OneDrive, but it's going to save each individual picture. I suggest that you save it as a PDF and then choose OneDrive so that it's saving to your OneDrive and not to your phone. The great thing about having the OneDrive is that you can save all of your stuff to your OneDrive and not have to worry about storage on your phone, storage on your computer, and it makes it really easy to submit things, which we're going to get to. Okay, so I'm going to save it to his OneDrive. So I'm going to close that out. Okay, and now I'm going to go over to Schoology. All right, and I'm currently signed in as my son. I enrolled him into our class so I could show you what it looks like on your end. Okay, before we do that though, remember, I keep telling you guys to check your notifications for things that I make on your assignments. Okay, so if you go all the way back, if you keep pressing buttons all the way back till you get to this screen, even if you don't have notifications set up to like push to your phone so that you see them, there'll be a red dot if there's new notifications. So if I make a comment to your assignment, it's probably in there that I made a comment to your assignment. Okay, so make sure you're checking those notifications. It's right underneath the message tab. All right, so let's go back to the course. Okay, let's pick, let's see, this assignment was actually from this one. Okay, so it was the assignment that I took pictures of was this assignment. So on your phone, we're looking for the tab that says submissions that's next to info. So when I press submission, okay, then I'm going to press the plus sign. Okay, now if I'm using Office Lens, I can submit from resources. That's what you would want to do. So if I click submit from resources, here's a list of resources, and one of them happens to be the OneDrive resource app. So if I click on it, and if I haven't signed in yet, it's going to ask me to authorize, and it does that because we're already signed in with our Office Lens, so it's going to use that information. Okay, so it takes you back to the sign-in screen, and then you put in your its password, and then you're in. Okay. Now, once you sign in with your school ID and stuff like that, if you already signed into Office Lens, it's going to make a file called Office Lens automatically, and that's where all your Office Lens things are going to end up. Okay, so I saved it as a PDF, which has all of the pages together in one file, so you don't have to submit each individual page as a picture. Okay, so you just click that and you import file. Okay, and that tells me that it is there. Okay, and I'm going to submit. Okay, and then there is my submission. Okay, if I need to make another submission, I would press the plus sign again. Okay, I can also look at this first submission on here, and then as I check these, so you can see all of the pages are together. So as I check these, I can make comments on your paper for suggestions to fix. Okay, and then you can resubmit in the same way that we just went over. Okay, so if you want to use the Office Lens app and you're handwriting your assignment, and you can, and you don't want to submit it on through the phone, you can also scan the pictures, and then if you're already working on the laptop in Schoology, you can do the same thing that I just showed you on the phone on Schoology, right? So let's go into our course, find that assignment that we need to submit. Okay, assignment number 2, and you can see that it already shows that I submitted an assignment to this assignment, right? But I can resubmit. So you would have a submit button, but here's the resubmit button. So if you do need to make changes, that's what you would press, resubmit. Okay, this portfolio button, that's if you want to save your stuff to your personal resource file for later use. Okay, so you can do that too, so that's always there. All right, so even after this class gets archived, it'll always be there. All right, so we want to click resubmit or submit, and then you're going to get this box, right? So you guys have probably been using the file tab to import your pictures, or if you type into your document, you can upload that Word document that you've been typing into using that button. You can also create a response. You can type right in here, okay? But what we are going to use is we're going to use that resources option again. So we go to resources. This time it's not just going to pop up. You have to look for where it says apps, and then that's where you're going to see the OneDrive. So click on it again, and since I already authorized it on the phone, it's going to have the Office Lens option. Okay, so I'm going to click the Office Lens. I'm going to click on that PDF file that we made, and I'm going to import the file. Just like we did on the phone. It just looks a little bit different on the laptop. Okay, so you can see revision 2 is submitted. Okay, so I can click on revision 2. Okay, and then I will see it. All right, so this way, it all, and this is nice. Okay, because it puts all the pages that you want in order in one file. Okay, otherwise, if you just submit pictures, then your teachers, if you're doing this for other teachers, they need to go up here and click for each individual picture. Okay, so one thing that's beneficial doing it this way is your teacher won't miss anything by mistake. Okay, and again, if I make comments, they're going to be this little note tab. Okay, there's a button here that says show revision notes. You got to click it. Okay, and it'll slide over and you'll see my notes. Okay, so I hope that helps in terms of submitting things, I guess, more efficiently.